Hello, thanks for viewing this online giving tutorial. In this video, we will be discussing setting up your funds. We recommend by default to set up all your funds at one time because it makes it easier on the administrators. You can put in your funds, and those that you do not wish to have the parishioner see, you can make them inactive and active at any time. To add a new fund, simply click the Add a New Fund option inside your funds page, and from there, you'll see this window. And this is the same window you will see whether you're adding a new fund or editing an existing fund. You'll have a status set to active by default, which you can make active or inactive. You have a view, which can be public by default, or you can set it to private. And the view is specifically for your managed givers. If you do manage givers, you can set up a fund and set it to private so that only the individuals that are giving managed givers can give to that fund. Below that, you'll have the fund name, which depending on the program you're going to import these donations into, you'll need to make sure it's case sensitive and matches exactly as it does in your management program, whether it's PDS, Parasoft, things of that nature. Just below that, you'll have the fund number, which we list as optional. But depending on your program, you will need to make sure that fund number is in there. For example, with PDS, your fund name will actually be your activity name, and your fund number will be your fund number, but you'll be able to have multiple funds with the same fund number. Your description, you'll see just across the description you have a hyperlink button. And what that is if you have a website that you'd like to reference for individuals to be able to go to, say you're doing a special collection that has more information on a separate website, you can link that website in this page, so that when a person goes to give a donation, they'll be able to go to that description and see that there's a website that they can view for more information. Just below that, you'll have the description for the fund, which, for example, a weekly collection, you would be able to put, regular offertory taken weekly, or if you're doing a special collection, Christmas, Easter, those type of collections, you could put these collections for Easter, Christmas, and the date range that you'll be able to set up and donate to. That'll help parishioners understand when they need to set up their giving and some of those things. You also, on top of that, can use the date range option. By default, it's cleared out. If you put in a start date and no end date, the fund will begin on the date that you start and never end. If you put in a start date and an end date, it'll simply start on the date that you've chosen to start on and end on the date that you've wished that end on. If you leave it blank like it is now, it'll open today and be open forever. During your initial setup, if you put in 2 dates and you've not clicked submit, you can click the clear range and it'll delete both dates. But once you've set up a fund and you go in to edit it, that clear date range function will not clear out the date range. You'll need to modify the dates manually. Just below that, you have the gift types, which are the types of giving you're willing to accept for this fund that you're setting up. You have reoccurring, pledge, one time, and then if you have Quick Give turned on, Quick Give will be available. Reoccurring is simply your depending on what you set up in your payment settings, it can be your weekly, bi-weekly, twice a year, yearly, quarterly, things of that nature. Your pledge option, if you have it checked and you have it not required, an individual can set up their own pledge goal and give to that goal. Where if you have the pledge required, then individuals will be donating towards the goal of the church. You have multiple reports that are able to support this. If you have a person that's giving to their own pledge goal, you'll be able to pull a report that will show how close each individual is to their goal. Where if you have the pledge required and a dollar amount in there, you can pull the pledge goal report and be able to see what the total given is compared to what the goal is, as well as the percentage of how close you are. Your one-time option is for your internal users, those that have an account set up inside the system, where Quick Give is just for external users that do not have an account. Below that, tax deductible is checked by default. If you wish to accept donations for something that may not be tax deductible, simply uncheck that box, and the year-end tax statements that individuals can pull from their account will not have those funds listed. Once you're done, Click the Submit button, and your new fund will appear in the window. If you have multiple funds set up, you can manage the fund display order and simply click and drag on the fund to move it around to the appropriate location you wish it to be viewed. Depending on what order you have them in on this fund display page, that's the order in which individuals will be able to see them on their account. If you wish to make changes to a fund at any time, you can simply click the name of the fund, and it'll pop up the same window that we saw when we were adding a fund, and we're able at that time to make any changes to the collection. Once you've completed any and all changes that you wish to make, you can click Submit, and those changes will be updated in real time. If you need to make a fund active or inactive at any time, you can change the fund status on this page as well as the fund view, whether it's public or private for your managed givers. As always, thank you for joining us for this online giving tutorial. And if you ever have any assistance needed, please give us a call at 1-800-348-2886, extension 4, or you can email us at onlinegiving@osv.com.